You're raising yaks?
We're raising yaks. We're raising camels now. I added camels 2 years ago. They're the coolest creatures. But I'm still the queen of beauty. And of course, I had to bring you a pink box. If I showed up empty-handed, I hope you would slap me. There's a lot here.
Okay, let's go through it.
Let's see what we got, y'all. And there's even skincare for men, okay? We love a nice anti-aging moment. Men should be hydrated.
Yep.
No one wants to dry skin. No one wants to sit on a face that's dry. Let me tell you that.
I don't want to have a dry face.
You want to stay married? You gotta be moisturized, okay?
She's gonna be sliding all over this thing.
Yeah, so this is my famous Magic Star Hydrating Moisturizer. Really great for men. Anybody can use this. It's a nice everyday.
The packaging too is major.
Oh, give me that scissors again, because this, when you see the inside, it makes the box look like, boring.
And I was going through your Orgy Palette.
Isn't it fun?
Michael, he has an Orgy Palette.
It's an orgy of neutrals. So neutrals are browns, tans, and dark browns. So anybody, any complexion could wear it. Okay, ready for this?
I'm ready.
When I created my first ever moisturizer, I was like, this has to be baller, okay? Hi.
Wow.
Isn't she stunning?
Wait, that is so my aesthetic.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is so cute.
Really, really great. Really great active ingredients too. Like it actually works. I would never create something that was just for show,
We know that. With how you review brands, we know it's going to be amazing.
Cutthroat.
Yep, cutthroat. So he has this Orgy Palette and it's like, I was reading the names. Can you give my husband some of the names?
I have two. So there's Orgy 1 and now there's Orgy 2.
Okay.
So some of the names are top and bottom.
Okay.
Right. Why'd you look to him?
I wanted to see. I want to see his reaction.
Do you know what a Colorado campfire is?
I do not, but.
God, really?
What is it?
Wait, tell me now.
Can you look up on an Urban Dictionary? Because you're gonna say it out loud, not me. No, that's so vanilla. Oh, you're so boring. You're so boring. You do look like you like rusty anchors, though. Okay, so Urban Dictionary, sir.
Act of suffering a marshmallow.
Stuffing, not suffering. Let's read the words correctly. No one's suffering here.
Stuffing a marshmallow
of a girl's asshole and then proceeding to fuck the marshmallow deeply inside her like one was loading an old Civil War musket.
Period.
Wow.
And keep going. You're not done.
Then upon finishing inside said asshole, the female is asked to evacuate the contents upon two eagerly waiting graham crackers. It is considered rude if the cracker is not consumed afterwards.
Is this really true?
shit.
Are people really doing this Colorado campfire?
Yeah.
They are.
But in my palette, it's a beautiful warm tone brown. It's stunning. It's perfect for the crease, honestly. And your makeup is very gorgeous. I think you would love the Orgy palettes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is very skincare centric. We got some really great, my eyebrow pencils just launched. They're phenomenal. The Brow Designer. I shaved off my eyebrows in 10th grade and I never grew them back until 3 years ago. So this is just naturally grown back just so I could perfect a formula. Because I felt like if I was going to create a pencil and I don't have eyebrows, that's fake. So I grew them back for the first time in my entire life and I've kept them for a while. And we've developed some really cool brow products.
Why did you shave your eyebrows off?
I wanted more room.
Okay.
Like when I was doing my eyeshadow, I felt like I was being restricted.
Oh.
So I shaved them off and I never turned back. So
You complain about not having enough room. Maybe you should shave your eyebrows off.
I don't think I pull that off.
Okay. Well.
I was with Terry DeBro yesterday and he said, just leave it. He said, I would not look good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, shaving could be scary. And then lip liners. I brought my top selling lip liners for you. They're really, really great.
Okay.
Packaging on point. Okay. Always. Hi, look how pretty she is.
Yeah, your packaging is so...
Isn't it gorgeous? This is celebrity skin.
You can tell you're really hands-on with like no white label situation.
Ever. Oh my gosh, no. These are made in Czech Republic. I love traveling the world and making things in other places. These are made in Korea. And then, hello, the Vans Warped Tour. Speaking of, we did a collaboration with them this summer. So this is sunscreen. Invisible, scentless, and blurring the pores.
Oh,
Really great for guys or anybody that just needs a little moment. But yeah, really great for under the makeup.
thank you for all these
That's cool.
presents and your
there's a lot
beautiful
here.
pink box. That is so nice of you.
Lip
You've
scrubs,
got your pink
face
shoes
scrubs,
on.
all of it.
It's just perfect. You guys really should go watch this episode on YouTube. It's a very visual one, I think.
I'm very visually stimulating.
Okay, so I wanted you to come on this show because I want people to understand how entrepreneurial you are and how in the business you are. Because sometimes I don't know if you could see it through TikTok.
It's hard. Yeah, I'm very business obsessed, and TikTok and the way people view content is very quick nowadays.
Right.
It's very interesting how we've changed as a culture.
And you started YouTube when you were 10th grade?
I went on the internet for the very first time. I would say YouTube like 2009. So here's the thing. I started a YouTube channel. I didn't utilize it like I did later when beauty started. I was like filming funny vlogs. We had like, the camcorders, and you had to do the SD card and upload, and it was just such a different time. So I would upload funny little skits and random little things and music videos when I was doing music, but I didn't take it serious until beauty exploded on YouTube and I started my brand. So Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I started in 2014 on Black Friday. I said, let's go big. And then the beauty gurus and those type of people started forming, and there was Candy Johnson and Michelle Phan. And I was like, oh, this is a whole new world. I need to dominate it. And MySpace was, obviously dwindling, and things were just so different. So we hopped over on YouTube for 10 years, got billions of views, and then I quit.
Where was the entrepreneurial sort of like bug turned on? How old?
Oh, really, really young. Like I always was helping people make money better or help with their business, whether they were, because I moved to LA at 17 and a half. Isn't that wild? And I started doing makeup on celebrities at 19. I was working at the Mac store. I worked for Kelly Osbourne, Paris Hilton, all those people. So
you knew that there was like a business boss in you. When you say you helped people make money, what do you mean by that?
Like, how did you even know at that age?
I just had it. I feel like it was like instilled in me to just like be a hustler. And I come from a very rough background and like no money. My mom was a single mom. We grew up very poor. She was an alcoholic. So I never had any other opportunities as a lot of other people, in the Huntington Beach area. Not that everyone was wealthy, but, a lot of people had it more figured out than me. So I just had to learn to hustle. So when I moved and I started hanging around people and people that were doing things, it was really inspiring. And I would love to, someone would tell me their idea and I would just give them better advice.
And so you were like kind of like thinking from a business perspective at a young age, but you almost didn't know you had it until you were around the people that were business minded.
Exactly.
So
that's a great way of putting it.
When you start on YouTube, did you look at it as a business, or did you look at it that you wanted to put yourself out there, or both?
I saw it as a business, and I saw what the other girls were doing, and I was like, oh, I could do this better, honestly. And I don't mean that in a catty way. I was just like, I think my story is more interesting. I think there's more to do, and a lot of them were staying in their one lanes, like transformations, and that's fine. A lot of those videos were massive back in the day before it got really saturated,
Yeah.
So what was the story you were telling about yourself in the early days to even stand out in the beginning on YouTube? Like, why did you think that you could tell a better story than the girls at the time?
I just feel like I was more interesting.
Well, you're definitely interesting. That's
with
for
looks
sure.
and my wit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, like, when you first came out and started sharing your life, like, what was the hook that you felt got people to connect with you?
Oh, that's a great question. So back in the day, it's so weird to see now, I never showed myself without makeup. Okay. So and I think a lot of people that are newer viewers or watchers or customers, they don't know that about me. So from MySpace until about 2014, I never let anyone see me without makeup. No one ever, not one picture, never. And if I went out, I'd have these, massive sunglasses, hoodies. Like I never let anyone see me barefaced. It was like my mystique. And I also was very like bitch face, like Posh Spice. I never smiled in any picture. So even if I was happy, it was all, it was all for show. So anytime there was cameras around, that was the face, every picture.
So you had you're
like that. I even gave you the face. So so when I joined YouTube, my whole thing was.
By the way, people have to watch this episode and not just listen.
If you're listening to this in the car.
This is a visual episode.
Hi, go listen on YouTube.
Hi, how are you? I'm pregnant. So yeah, I think that it was really cool for people. They see a little bit more behind the curtain. So I met this random guy. His name was Christian, and he filmed my entire YouTube channel for 10 years. We met through his ex-wife, who was a beauty influencer at the time. And I was like, I want to try YouTube. Like these other people are doing it. I have a brand now. Like this is, I think I'm made for this. So the first thing we did was shoot me with no makeup on. So it was such a like, holy shit. Not that I'm like hideous or anything. My fucking skin looks real good. But it was just like the shock value of like, you're not seeing the drawn on eyebrows, the crazy everything. So I was just there barefaced. Hi, I'm my YouTube. And I resurrected my channel. So it was just sat there for years dormant. So I opened her up again, logged in and uploaded my first beauty video and the rest was history.
Why do you think that you resonate so much with people? Like, what is the secret sauce?
I think just being yourself, which sounds so simple, but so many people, especially nowadays with the social media world, they're putting on an act, they're putting on a show, they're lying about everything. And I think when people discover it, because they're not good liars, people are very disappointed. So I think for me, I've just I've always been myself.
Have you been like that since you were little?
Yeah.
You're just always like, what you see is what you get. Tap dancing, I'm an overshare, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know what else I think it is of the limited, interactions we've now had together quickly? is that
Oh.
I feel like you're completely yourself without any regard if people like how you are or not how you are, with also no pressure on anyone else on how they choose to live.
That part. Absolutely. Yes.
so-
And it's refreshing
It's like,
because
Yes, because I miss the days when we would all be able to sit down as a collective, whoever it was, and all respect each other.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter your religion, doesn't matter what you believe in. We could all break bread, have dinner, have healthy conversations, and be friends. Nowadays, it's like, oh, well, you don't like what I like, I'm blocking you, I hate you, or you're wrong. And it's just like, I don't know how we got here as a society. It's very interesting.
it's weird. I mean, don't Google this. We're all around the same age, right?
Mhm.
And that's
I'm a dinosaur.
That's the world we all came from. It's like, it was not uncommon to be around many people that you disagreed with and still have great relations with them.
Exactly. It just didn't matter like it did now. It's very interesting how people get very, you like this about politics or you believe this about sexuality, then we can't be friends. It's a very weird world we live in nowadays.
Well, I didn't want to jump into this right away, but
Let's jump.
I was going to tell you. So we obviously, Pierce has been on the show. I think he's great. We saw you on his show after
Yeah.
Charlie. I thought you were great. I thought it was a very human moment. I thought it was a very vulnerable moment. We were recording that day when we saw that. It fucked me up. Like, I can even talking about it, it might fuck me up again. Like just
Same.
the thought of like that happening. And she was like, "What's wrong?" She didn't see it at the time because we found it when
No,
we were,
I know. I didn't see it on
we were
purpose.
doing
It seemed
something
too
like
upsetting.
this
Yeah.
with someone, and I was like really distracted and disheveled about it.
Yes.
And not for any other bias other than like somebody lost their life for just sharing an opinion. And I thought the way you said it and the fact that people could come out and be cheerful or happy about that and not even see the human side. I think like we got to get back to that place where people just recognize life in
Yeah.
general.
I think it's the phones. I think it's made people, I don't know, dead inside. It's very weird.
You think
I was
because
live
they're on their
streaming.
phones.
I don't know. It's just, and it's the culture of being on their phones all day long, not having enough human interaction. No one goes and plays outside. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? So I was live streaming on TikTok and I was about to do a big shopping live and sell products and do a whole QVC, we call it JVC now, moment. And my whole chat started like spamming things. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? What's going on? And it was like in real time, us all finding out. And it was just, I couldn't do the shopping live. I sat there, I cried off camera. I went on a full rant. And I just organically reacted to someone that I respected. Did I agree with all of his opinions? No, no one agrees with anyone's opinions like that. It's mine, yours, anybody. But I respected a lot of what he stood for, and he loved freedom of speech. And to be taken out because you have an opinion is so scary, because I saw myself in that light of like, well, I'm very outspoken, you know, like that's crazy. He has so much influence. They wanted to take him out. So I'm finding out while I'm streaming. It was awful.
And did you got upset because of some of the reactions in your chat?
Yes, after it was fully found out, because first it was like someone got shot, and then it was like
Yeah.
Charlie passed away, and I was just like, it was just so devastating. So in that moment, my chat is very like, they kind of think like me, or they agree and they have feelings. I think later that day and the next day is when all the people, and I think a lot of people, they troll, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're just sitting in their, in their house miserable, and they're just like, it's like that catfish lady that was texting her daughter for 2 years.
I mean,
Don't get me started on that.
can you imagine?
Wait, what do you mean? What was she doing? I don't know this story.
Oh my God, it's
She was
so
pretending
fucked
to
up.
be-
High school catfish.
Well, I know about catfishers, but
well, this is the recent Netflix documentary, and for 2 years, this high schooler and her ex-boyfriend now and her friends were getting texts from like a WhatsApp or something where you could always text someone, some weird app. And years later, the FBI finally got involved. We're talking like thousands a day, like the most craziest shit. It was her own mother.
It almost seemed, and I don't know enough about the story, that like her mother was like bullying her because of her mother's own insecurities, and she was like projecting it onto the daughter, or she was jealous or something.
Really dark stuff. Yeah.
Really dark stuff.
So you don't picture this random, lady that looks like a normal like mom doing this on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when I know there's people that really are vicious and say crazy things about Charlie and they're horrible people, but I also think there's a lot of bored people that just like they want a reaction. So they just say whatever and they're just hiding behind their phone and it's just so different. It's just fucked up, honestly.
They're also sometimes maybe with you, whenever I see comments, it's like they almost want your acknowledgement.
They do.
It's like when if you respond, they almost like back down and like say like, thank you, or like, oh, I love, like, it's like a different shift. Do you notice that?
Yes. So on TikTok, when you're solo live, you can add people in what they call boxes.
Yeah.
So like a couple times, if someone says something really crazy, I'll click it to invite them in to go live with me. And they have. And like people that say crazy, horrible things to me, oh, I just wanted your attention. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want.
We've already talked about what was it called? The Colorado campfire.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I think
but imagine, I'm about
to
to say something, but like imagine you're in my chat and you're like, you fucking ugly faggot. And then I invite you up and you're like, I just wanted your attention. So you want to call me the F slur?
And then what are they doing in the chat when you bring them in? They're just sitting there like a deer in
They're
headlights?
like, oh, I just wanted your attention. Like, I got it. Like, you're great. And I'm like, what? So that's new. Like that did not exist in the older social media days. So it's just a really weird time.
Yeah, the internet early days was like a pretty supportive place, or else you were just not really following somebody. Like you didn't intentionally go and troll people in the early
now
days.
There's people that follow me and I go live and in 30 seconds they're like, ah, la, la, la. And I'm just like, okay.
Does anything faze you at this point, or has it been Chinese torture and you're just like, it doesn't even matter?
It feels like nothing.
Like nothing.
Yeah. But I like to clap back and be funny when I'm in the mood.
Okay.
And people love my my sarcastic wit and my jokes and shit. So I think it's funny.
You are very witty.
Thank you.
So nothing like affects you. Have you had to like build that muscle?
It never really, I just never really cared.
Yeah.
For some reason. And it started kind of like in high school. I woke up one day and it was just like almost like this new click. Like in the cogs, it was just like my brain evaporated the feelings of like really caring, because Orange County is a different place, and I grew up very like punk rock and goth and huge shoes and mohawks, and I dyed my hair pink in 11th grade. I shaved my eyebrows off, and I grew up with all those kids. So from like kindergarten to 12, we all knew each other. So luckily, I am probably one of the only people that looks like me that has never been bullied. I was never really bullied at all. I always stuck up for myself, and if someone tried me, I'd get vicious back. I used to love fighting.
I feel like Orange County is like more of accepting of the, but yeah, and people in Orange County they're not around.
Well, it's different now.
Yeah, but then I remember you got to be careful up there sometimes. So
it was different times. Yeah,
you never got picked on.
Not really, but like when I would walk down the street before social media was big, people would like roll down their car windows, "You fucking freak," and like no one does that anymore. You're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
But like the old days, before they could tell you that on the phone, they would scream, weird things at me, and I was like, whatever, spare me.
What was the moment that you realized that you could build a massive business around all of this, and what were the steps that you took to build that and start that?
I think the first one was just taking a risk on myself. And like a lot of people don't know that I come from the music world. Like I started being a makeup artist for famous people. And then as a kind of like a joke, I made a couple songs with this band called Hollywood Undead. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to make my own. So I kind of did it in like a silly, funny way, never knowing what was going to happen. Uploaded some songs. It got so big. And fast forward to almost 10 years of my life, touring the world, Europe, Australia, everywhere, all over America, over and over, gotten to experience life, and in such a different way, playing punk rock shows, being on the Vans Warped Tour, playing all these cool things. And then it hit a ceiling where it wasn't what I wanted finally. And my gut was like, we need to go back to our first passion, and that's makeup. And I couldn't imagine being so well known on social media, like going to work at the mall. Oh, hell no, that was not acceptable. I was like, damn, I'm gonna quit music. And I was like sitting in my little apartment in NoHo, broke as fuck, with me and my dog, not, eating ramen. And I had a little bit of money left. And I found someone who respected me enough to lend me the rest of the money. And I started this dream with 3 liquid lipsticks and a hope that it might work. So to answer your question, I didn't know it was going to be like this ever, but when it started and I hit that button on Black Friday 2014 and it sold out in 5 minutes, and I paid the dudes that, that invested the money in an hour, I knew there was a bigger picture. And then when YouTube really started popping off and the brand was like really growing so quick, lightning in a bottle, I was like, this is it. Like, this is my fucking dream. And I never held back.
For people that don't know how gnarly your business is, take us behind the scenes of the infrastructure now.
Okay. It's wild. And in like what sense? Because there's so many aspects of cosmetics.
Even just the scale of
Yeah,
the
give us I think
I had to
I'm
teach
interested in
myself
like
all
the
of it.
behind the scenes. Like, what is your team like? Like, what did it take to run the machine of Jeffree Star?
It's been a crazy 10 years, 11 years now. In November, it's 11 years. It's just finding the right people. So like you see Mark here, we met at the Vans Warped Tour. He used to tour manage bands and work for record labels. And then a merch company that I later invested in, he was working for. And my business partner was like, hey, we're going to, because we had to ship the product somewhere. And we, from day one, were like, well, we want to make as much money as possible and do the business right. So a lot of brands have a random, pick and pack place, ship their orders. We created our own. So we made money off of every package we sent.
Smart.
So Killer Merch, was a little thing and it turned into this massive company. And there's so many clients now, from rock musicians to MMA to comedians, to me. So Killer Merch is the pick and pack.
What's been the biggest bump for you? Like, where have you noticed the biggest growth, or has it been slowly?
Ooh, that's a good one. The growth was really rapid because of YouTube and life.
Well, you had content marketed for so long and people had fallen in love with you. So it was almost like they invested in your journey. They invested in you. So anything you launched, they wanted to buy.
And it was a great time for liquid lipsticks. Everyone has one now. Back then, there was 3 brands. It was like Stila, Lime Crime, and Kat Von D.
Okay.
So when I came out with my formula, it was superior to all of those competitors. And it was just lightning in a bottle. It went everywhere. And I'll never forget, my website was me laying in a pink coffin with the top open, me staring up, and it said, makeup you're going to die for. And that was the splash page to put in your email address. And no one knew what was happening. And then I launched 3 colors: Red Rum, Prom Night, and I'm Royalty, 3 shades. And I was on the Vans Warped Tour selling t-shirts, trying to make money to pay my rent and testing colors and formulas. And it was just like, so when it happened and it sold out so quickly, the first bump was, oh, well, if you want to reorder cosmetics, it's going to take months. You're not going to be able to restock that in a week. And I'm like, oh. So the growing pains were almost instant, which is
so it's almost like
rare.
you scaled the first day you launched, so you had to like learn how to scale immediately.
Yes.
That's like a great lesson, though. It's like it ripped the Band-Aid off.
Yes. And my advice to anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur is invest in yourself. So even though I was dirt broke and had almost nothing, the first $1 million, the first $2 million, we put right back into the business. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, they get newly rich.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people watching me be like $1 million is not a lot of money. If you're currently broke and miserable and you're going through it, you're going to be like, fuck you, Jeffree. I was there. I had literally nothing. And it's hard to say that, but in a big business, it's really not. So a lot of these influencers and people nowadays, they take their quick little money, they spend it all, they're not investing correctly, they don't have the right team, and they have a Lambo and then they're broke in 6 months. And you're like, oh, well, did you need that car? Because you didn't have that car 6 months ago. So I invested into the brand, created 150 liquid lipsticks, and I just kept making new categories of things that I loved. I've never created something for the customer. I create things for me and the customer. Because if I don't love it, how are y'all going to love it?
How'd you get so savvy with money? You're savvy with money.
Having a great business partner.
So is it something that you...
And learning from someone who is older. He is 20. Oh my God, I'm trying to do the math in my head. He's 20 years older than me.
Got it.
Did you live
So-
extravagantly at all before, or have you
Oh.
always been careful with money?
So it was fake it till you make it in the MySpace world.
Mhm.
So living in LA, I'd go to my rich friends' mansions and take pictures. And you know, I worked for Kelly Osbourne, and I'm so sorry for listening, but I used to steal her clothes. Yeah, I really did. I don't think she never noticed. So, yeah, so, yeah, I did. One of my famous MySpace photos is in her stolen Chanel jacket. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I think she'll forgive you now.
I'll pay you back. I have it now. So yes, it's bizarre. But yeah, it is bizarre in you know, in like let's say like a 5-year span to go from having $500 to 200 million. You know, it's very interesting.
That's
Wow.
bizarre. That's bizarre. Can you walk us through that for people who are
That
listening?
is quite
That's unique.
That's quite a scale.
Yeah, it is.
Talk us through that. Now, what is that like?
In what way?
Like, what is
It's obviously so. Here's
it's
the
trip.
thing.
I mean, like,
So
how do
I've
you
been through-
manage that shift? That's a big shift.
Well, the problem with me is I'm such a Scorpio, and I'm such a I move on really quickly from things.
So do I.
So-
Love that. I love that. I love it. I
Yeah.
love to move on quick. It's all in the recovery.
But no one wants to hear this right now, but I got to be honest. When I started to become very wealthy, I bought everything I ever wanted, was bored. And
That's a common story.
yes, and that segues into years of trying to prove myself to me and my audience that I made it. So I bought the biggest house in Hidden Hills, bigger house than all the celebrities. I did everything I thought I wanted to fill the void of the childhood, the trauma that I hadn't fully dealt with. And no matter how many designer clothes and diamonds and cars you buy, it's all just fucking materialistic shit.
And there you are.
So I hit this
you,
point.
You look at your face, you're still there. It's even all the stuff. You have to deal with all that stuff.
So the pandemic happens, and I'm sitting in a 25,000 square foot home, and I'm bored.
Oh.
And the house is, I don't know. To me, it wasn't too big, but like anyone listening would be like rolling their fucking eyes. I totally get it. But like, I had a movie theater and a fucking 2-story gym. And when you're busy still keeping that business and making it all work, I used the movie theater like 4 times in 2 years. Like it's not what people think. I mean, I wasn't married. I don't have kids. I'm not sitting here bored at home trying to be a housewife. You know what I mean? So I was too busy to fully enjoy it. And then the pandemic put a halt on all of our lives, right?
Right.
6 feet apart. That
Yep.
was a lie, by the way. That was a full lie. Yes. I'm glad that was exposed. Oh my God. Literally a full lie.
My husband's dying.
You've come to the right place.
My
Mhm.
husband just
It's a fact, though.
He just loves colorful people.
Let's
Go
stay
ahead.
away so we can all
he
keep
just-
getting
listen,
sick.
This
Got it.
man loves the personality. Like there is nothing that this man loves more.
I hate people that just are just like, oh, it happened.
Well,
yeah,
what
I'm like, what do you mean it
This is
happened?
like
We were in
you're-
the setup.
you're
The government set
dying.
us the fuck up. What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Hello?
they almost got us. They were
They
close.
did. They almost
us.
got, and then we all rioted and got bored.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello? How long were you going to keep us in?
I mean, listen, we did leave that heads to Texas, Wyoming. Like, we had to get the hell out.
Okay,
you
so
know?
go on. You're in the pandemic. You're in this 25,000.
but this is
square
like 7-8 years into my brand. I've made so much money. I've bought everything I ever wanted. I've been to every trip, every city, and I love traveling and I love people and I love meeting new people. I love eating new food and stuff. And traveling is probably the most rewarding of being successful. That's my thing. Use your money to travel and experience life.
That's a good
What
tip.
is 25 cars going to do?
Not the things, not the material things.
You know, it's nice to have nice things when you have nothing, but I started to just see things different and my brain was developing different. And I saw things for really what it was. And I was just fed up with it all. I was so tired of LA. I was burnt out and they trapped us indoors. So when that was starting to really happen, my gut was like, well, this plan of moving away should happen now versus in another 10 years. My plan was like, I'll be like 50 and live on a little farm and have a little, whatever, and just be away from everyone. My brain was like, now.
Huh.
How did you decide on Casper, Wyoming? Like
Every
not that
local asked me this.
well, not that it doesn't look amazing over
The
there.
locals are like, oh my God, this is amazing.
So
Yeah, how have the locals embraced you?
they have.
I
I'm
bet
sure.
they
I
have.
bet they have, but
I
I'm just
bet
wondering
they
in the
have.
beginning.
Couple months in, oh, you're going to bring all your LA garbage here. And I'm like, what does that even mean? You don't even know anything about me. You don't know what I believe in, my political beliefs. You don't know anything about me. I just look like this, and I'm
How did
bringing
you
the
look
bullshit.
though when you rode into
the
Casper?
same. This
Okay.
always. I
This very
flew on
outfit?
a private jet with a 6'7" basketball player, and my assistant and dogs and everybody. And we just looked through it, and I knew I wanted to be in a small town.
That FBO has never seen anything like that.
Ever. So like, Wyoming's known for Jackson Hole. Well, that's a tourist trap. There's all mansions there and a couple of big ranches, but it's very like Hidden Hills, mansions everywhere. There's no fun, all the celebrity. I don't get it. So I picked a town that is very not like that. They're all working people, but they actually care. So I visited around. I was maybe entertaining Alaska. Too far away. It's like living in another country. Because I remember I still had to go to LA all the time, shoot campaigns, be active. And I was like, damn, Alaska is so pretty. I've been there several times. My first time seeing the Northern Lights was there. So cute.
It's cold though, right?
Yeah, Wyoming's freezing, but Alaska's another level.
Okay.
Yeah, Wyoming's
Yeah.
north. It gets cold.
Yeah. So I was entertaining a couple places, but I still wanted to be relatively closer to LA. I was like, ooh, like my favorite author is Stephen King. I was like, maybe I want to move to Maine. Let's get really weird. Why has he stayed there forever? And
I like Stephen King. He also lost it a little bit during the pandemic. But
yeah, I think because I like his book so much, I'm gonna glaze over
You're
that
gonna
and
glaze
not
over.
care. Yeah, and he
Listen,
said some
Jeffree,
dumb shit
he would have
about.
masked you up, double masked you up.
He said some dumb shit about Charlie and then was wrong about it. And I'm like, God, you're just such a cool writer. Why are you even, whatever. But yeah, I'll always be a fan. I have red rum tattooed on my stomach. Hello. You know what I mean? Hi.
Do you know what that's from?
It's from Psycho.
Yep.
We're done.
Is it?
We're leaving.
It's not from it.
No. Isn't it
Wait,
from,
what's it from?
No, it's Murder.
You guys-
Oh, no, it's
Shining.
The Shining.
my
Sorry, The Shining. Sorry. Yeah, The
Oh.
Shining.
gonna
Forgot.
poke my eyes
Forgot.
He was so confidently wrong. He's
Yeah.
like, it.
Hey, that's my whole life with ignorance and competence.
Okay,
keep
so
going.
red rum is from The Shining.
The Shining.
Okay.
Yeah.
I own the word now.
You own the word.
I do.
You bought the word.
Why don't you do like a makeup palette called red rum, different reds?
Red rum lipstick, red rum lip liner,
You
red
already
rum
have it.
gloss.
You're 20 steps ahead of me.
Mhm.
Okay,
go back, go back.
You're in Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, and I see the town, and the thing is like I hired a realtor, and she showed me ranches and properties outside of town. So I'm like, I like the little town. It's cute. There's 60,000 people. So different than 9 million folks here, right?
Yeah.
And I loved how sweet everyone was. I went to a couple other states, and like, if people haven't traveled, every state has their own personality.
Okay.
They really do. And Wyomingites are so giving and sweet. Like if you were on the side of the road needing a tire changed, 3 people are going to stop for you. Here, they're going to flip you off because you're in the way.
Right.
They really care, like in their gut, and they don't want anything from you. Like, oh, there's a damsel in distress. I'm pulling over. I'm going to help her, and then I'm going to go home to my family.
That's refreshing.
It's really cool, and people cared, and it was more like, how are you doing today versus here, what do you do? How can I use you? What do y'all do? Oh, you look cute. And you're like, oh my God, is there any real people here? This city is a bunch of stepping stone idiots. Where Wyoming was like, how are you today? I hadn't been asked how I was in like 10 years almost.
It was disorienting.
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. How are you? Like how you did to me. Uh-huh.
So when you move in, the town embraced you?
At first, they were a little apprehensive.
Right.
I think they obviously saw what I looked like, and a lot of people, they don't fully get it, or they didn't know what I was about. And I kept to myself, and I invested into the community, and I donated to a lot for charity, not because of any other reason, because I saw a town that I appreciated. So after a couple months of being there, I started meeting a lot of the locals and the mayor and things like that. And I'm like, I really like this town. And to me, Wyoming was going to be like just a getaway. I was still going to live in LA and do my thing. And then I really fell in love with the ranch. And then the neighbors sold me all their property. Thanks. And I have no neighbors, really. There's like a couple houses to the left, and it's just all land. I'm at the base of Casper Mountain. Are you aware that the Ghost Hunter TV show just aired a Casper Mountain, which is the mountain in my backyard, a full 2-part series about ghosts and shit?
Did they find any?
Yes.
Okay.
But on the other side of the mountain, it's a huge mountain, and they did on the other side.
Isn't
which
the
is such a trip.
frequency so grounding there and so like earthy? Don't you feel like
Yes.
grounded? Like I'm talking like you really actually literally feel grounded.
So when I land and I walk out to my backyard, instant peace.
Yeah.
Stress gone, vanished. I land here, I want to throw up. And not just from the pollution.
I get what you're saying. I always say that LA and New York are my mistress. I suck it, I fuck it, and then I get the fuck out and go back to Texas.
Yeah.
So I totally understand what you're saying of like, you just want to like, sort of like, this is like, use LA for what you can use it
We
for.
should have done this in Casper, Wyoming on the ranch.
Yeah, I would have come to
We
We would
Wyoming.
have come. We would have
I
recorded.
know
We
what
would
gave
have
you
brought
the
option.
pink barn with the disco ball, and
Okay, I'm proposing this on air.
you can ride a camel.
Can I come to Casper, ride a camel, and do the next show that we do with you, whenever it is, maybe it's in a year, maybe it's in 2 years, in the pink barn?
Oh, of course. It has Wi-Fi. It's
Then
air
you wouldn't have had to go to
conditioned.
LA.
It's heated.
Mark, you have to make this happen, please.
It's so fun.
Taylor's getting really excited. He doesn't know what's gonna.
Mhm.
We're going.
Oh.
You want to Colorado?
He wants to Colorado campfire me.
So when you got there, what was the juxtaposition in your life? Like how is it different in Wyoming from every single level? Business, friendships, all the things.
My best friend of 20 years moved with me,
Cool.
Michael, and he runs my store. So when I first moved there, none of this was in my head. I was just like, I just want to be in peace and try to, and I had dealt with a lot of crazy drama, and the beauty world was so toxic, and I just wanted to get away from it all. And 10 years of YouTube, I was like, damn, I've hit a ceiling. I did 2 documentaries. I've reviewed every makeup brand on the planet. I've showed every aspect of my life, and a lot of things that people had never seen before, like how to make a makeup product. When me and Shane Dawson did our conspiracy collab, no one had ever seen really like the beauty world and beauty was so big. Makeup was like everyone had to have every single thing from every brand, and beauty was way more massive than it is currently, right? So we just showed it all. And when I went to Wyoming, I just wanted to kind of be at peace. And then unfortunately, which is a great thing, my brain can't ever sleep. I make everything a business. So I'm like, okay. And then, everyone's like, well, you should get animals. And I'm like, I'm not doing no horses and fucking alpacas. And I was like, I don't want many animals. Months later, my neighbors sell me all their land. We went from like 70 acres to 1,000. So I have like a little small city to myself. And I built gates and I barbed wired everything and did fencing. And I built my own road. I didn't know you can build a street. You can.
Is your street name something?
Star Creek Road.
Cute.
Yeah.
And, did you barb wire it to keep people out or barb wire it to keep the animals in?
Both.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I knew there was a reason.
Learning a little bit to learn about running a farm.
What?
Lauren.
So just like being a musician that created a makeup plan that knows nothing, I had to teach myself how to be a CEO and run a full-fledged company. I taught myself how to be a rancher. So I'm sure a lot of Wyoming people early on were rolling their eyes in the back of their head. And then being a musician, I've toured the whole world. I remember being in Switzerland and seeing all these big hairy cows on a beautiful green mountain. And I was like, what are those? And they're like, those are yaks. And I was like, oh, how cool. And they're really quirky. They have really cool personalities. They're not like a beef cow that's just like, just sitting there. They throw their tails up. They run around. They have cool personalities. There's ones that I have trained. You can rub them to the ground with these nails. Hi.
I was going to ask you how we're milking a yak with the nails.
No milking. You can milk them, but that's not the thing. You just butcher them for meat.
Got it. So are you raising the yaks to butcher or are they
Both?
Both.
Yeah. So I have a whole entire pasture of pets. There's big, massive bulls that you would think would gore you and kill you, and I can rub them to the ground.
What if you fall in
you
love
know,
with their personality and you don't want to eat them?
I don't bond with the butcher animals.
Got it. That's smart.
Yeah, they're just there, and you drive by and say hi and feed them, and they're living a beautiful life, all grass-fed. And then the older you get, you start caring about certain things.
Yeah.
I used to be the queen of fast food. I'm embarrassed.
Huh.
I'll tell you that exclusively.
Tell us
I'm
why.
so fucking embarrassed of how some of my behaviors used to be because I let fast food be a big part of my life. And I'm so influential. I was like the queen of Taco Bell. I was going to do a Taco Bell makeup collaboration. Didn't do it.
Because why? Explain to people
Because
that
you don't feel.
explain to people that don't understand the butchering process.
So that's, oh my gosh. So what I've learned from producing food, there's some folks out there that think meat comes from the grocery store.
Well, I think that's the majority of people, or
Wait,
at least they know
what do
that
you
it
mean?
comes from
They
there. They
think
don't.
I know you're smart, so your brain can't process what I just said. I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your steaks just come from the grocery store.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Isn't it responsible though? Can you speak on this? How it is to actually like what you're doing is like very responsible.
It's very ethical. So you've seen documentaries. What's the cow one?
Cowspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my animals are living on, every pasture has almost 100 acres. They're roaming free. They're in their element. They're grazing. They're playing. They're living their life. A lot of people that are currently at home, maybe even listening to this, you're eating something that was shoved in a steel box, pumped full of hormones, made to grow quicker than it was ever humanly possible from what God created us all in. And it's really, really awful. And I realized that fast food wasn't real. And it wasn't real food. And how could we possibly have enough animals to serve every McDonald's client every day? It's not real meat. It's fake.
So do you feel better after you're eating the meat from your land?
5 years Taco Bell free.
And
I feel like an addict. I'm like, hi, I'm Jeffree. I'm a fast food addict, or I was.
When I started eating a lot of grass-fed meat, I noticed my hair grew, my nails grew, my skin was plumper, I looked younger, the creatine, the aminos, like people don't realize like it is literally like a multivitamin if you get the right meat.
Yes, and grass-fed is the best.
Can we buy Jeffree Star meat yet?
Yes, you can. All of it is USDA approved
Wait,
meat.
I was being funny. Are you being serious?
We ship to all 50 states.
That doesn't surprise if you're running a full
So
ranch.
so I bought it. The quick version is I bought a couple yaks. And the thing with me is I become really obsessive in a healthy way of like, what am I going to do as my next venture, right? Like TikTok. Now I'm the queen of TikTok live streaming. I started a ranch, got a couple animals for fun. And people kept going, are you going to murder them? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, they're just a couple pets. And then I got more. And then I think sometimes when you get investment opportunities, I have, my grandfather passed away. He has 50 yaks. I'll buy them all.
Smart.
Hey, this is like maybe a personal question.
Isn't that what we're here for?
What does 50 yaks cost?
Oh my gosh, stop. That's like it depends. When a rancher needs to move them, you can get some really great deals, like $900 a head. So I have the best genetics in America. All my yak rancher friends, it's true. I bought them from so what I did was, because I'm not the average bear, right? I got a couple yaks and then I was like, this can be a real business. And I realized the breeding and yaks are a niche market. So what I did is, unbeknownst to all of the yak ranchers, there's not that many, maybe like 50 to 100, maybe I think way less than 100 serious yak breeders. I bought from all of them. And then just like beauty world, there's yak drama.
Shut the fuck up.
It sounds like you kind of cornered the yak market.
Shut the fuck up. There's not fucking yak drama.
Oh, there is. All the old farmers and old men hate each other.
What do they think of you coming in? New fresh meat energy.
Well, they don't care anymore because they bought all their animals.
So you bought all the animals. So you sort of
cornered
like
the yak
No,
market.
so listen,
who's that guy that you read about? He's like that one guy, Rockefeller.
So what I did was I bought animals from everyone, and I started crossbreeding and doing things that no other ranch had done. And unfortunately, there was a lot of people that were like, that didn't like each other. So this genetics of yak, they're never gonna breed with this because these two guys hate each other and no one's gonna. It's like it was a weird thing, very bizarre. So not giving a fuck about any of that. I Googled it all. I researched it. I learned about all the ranches. There's a yak association, the North American Yak. So all my entire herd is registered with DNA testing through GeneSeek in Nebraska. So they're all pure. And I'm really deep in now.
I feel like you need some kind of something like this that's like really sort of like out there. Like I feel like you need to like get a bee farm or like do something that's interesting like this because I like that. I like it's unpredictable.
No, she's saying because
I want something unpredictable.
Because I get like weirdly obsessed with things when I get into things and then I go down the rabbit hole and I will.
But I would. You've done it with like certain things. I could do something like really weird, like a yak. Like do something like colorful.
I gotta think
He
about
needs more than that.
Okay,
I gotta think about
a bee farm.
That's cool. If you like, see, I'm allergic to bees and I hate insects, so I'm running.
Okay,
I'm running. I'm running away.
Like James Hetfield in Metallica became a beekeeper.
Yeah, that's badass.
But he can't do that. So go on with.
I didn't even know that. Metallica was one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, he became a beekeeper, and he says it's like really therapeutic, and they go and they do.
So here's the thing that I've never really acknowledged. I started producing meat. There was an extreme shock at first. not because before people would be like, are you going to ever kill those things? You know, people just get so weird. And I'm like, no, I didn't have that thought process. And then I met other yak ranchers, or I started buying yak, and people were like, try my meat. Here's a yak steak. I produce yak meat. And I was like, oh, cool. Like and then you Google it and you start doing your research. It's 95% fat free, full of the best nutrients, more than skinless chicken. I mean, it's so fucking healthy for you. And then I dumped fast food, and I'm all like, yeah, let's teach everyone to eat better. And everyone was like, fuck you, you're murdering your animals. And I'm like, well, the ones I pet and you guys see all on social media, those are all still alive. They have name tags, serial numbers, registered. I want to teach people to eat better, and how we've all been tricked and the government doesn't care about us and they want to keep us sick. Oh, baby, they weren't ready for that. Now they are. We've made so much money off yak meat. It's a beautiful thing. And we've taught so many people to eat better. And it's been really glorious.
This podcast is sponsored by cotton, the fabric of our lives. Cotton is the fabric of our lives as much now as ever. I am wearing a cotton black tee. I love cotton. When I buy my kids blankets, baby blankets, the little burp cloths, everything is 100% cotton. I'm very, very into making sure what is touching their skin is cotton. The reason that I choose cotton is it's natural. It comes from the earth, and I don't have to overthink it. So it starts as a flower and matures into a ball with a fluffy interior, which is spun into the soft fabric we know and love. You always see me wearing cotton on the podcast. I will even search for 100% cotton shirts whenever I am working out, because I feel like I'm sweating a lot and I want to make sure that it's the best fabric. Cotton is gentle on your skin. It breathes. It keeps you cool even when it's hot out. And most importantly, and one thing I love about it, is it's hypoallergenic. I choose to wear cotton even when it gets warmer out because it's really breathable. It's comfortable. I don't have to worry about what is in the fabric. So fun fact, there are many different cotton fabrics. So there's denim, there's corduroy, there's flannel. It's really versatile. It can be worn in any style, season, or occasion. If you're looking to gift someone this holiday season, searching 100% cotton baby blanket or 100% cotton onesie or 100% cotton flannel will be perfect for them. Other amazing things about cotton: it's durable, it's easy to wash, it doesn't pill, which is so important to me. I hate when I have a shirt that's not cotton and it pills and gets those little balls on it, and it keeps its shape. Personally, as a parent, I'm always looking for cotton because, like I said, it comes from the earth. So I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to overthink it. So if I am buying Zaza a shirt or any kind of underwear or flannels or jackets, I always try to make sure that it is natural and cotton. If you want to feel confident about what you put on your body, cotton is a natural fiber that comes from the earth. Whenever you're choosing sheets and towels, I also like to look that they're 100% cotton, because when I get out of the shower and I'm drying my body off, I don't want synthetic fabrics. Also, when I'm sleeping all night and my face is on the pillowcase, or my kids' faces, or even my dog's, I want it to be all natural and, most importantly, hypoallergenic. It feels good on your skin, obviously. I think when you're choosing fabrics, especially for your kids, the quality of fabric is so important. For me, I like to invest in durable items, and I want to be able to wash it over and over and over without it getting those little balls on it. And with cotton, it just keeps its shape for me. So if you're looking for the best material, in my opinion, and you're looking for a nice 100% cotton shirt, definitely check out thefabricofourlives.com. Learn more, like I said, at thefabricofourlives.com. Cotton is the fabric of our lives.
Quick break to talk about Armor Colostrum. What if I told you there was a supplement that you could take right now that could help you strengthen your immune health, fortify your gut health, ignite a healthy metabolism, revitalize hair growth, skin health, and fuel performance and recovery? Well, look no further, because there is, and it's called Armor Colostrum. Lauren and I had the founder of Armor Colostrum on this podcast years ago, and ever since, we've been huge fans of Armor Colostrum. Here's the problem. We live in an environment our biology was never designed for. EMFs, artificial light, seed oils, microplastics, endocrine disruptors, modern stressors. These assaults can disrupt the signals your body relies on, negatively impacting gut, immune, and overall health. Armor Colostrum works at the cellular level to bolster your health from within. And colostrum is nature's first whole food with over 400 bioactive nutrients that fortify gut health, strengthen your immune health, fuel performance, and more, paving the way for your best health and vitality. Armor Colostrum comes in these big jugs. They're actually not so big. They're about a fist size. And you can take them in your house, leave them in your pantry. Sometimes we put in our waters. You can actually also scoop it into your mouth. It tastes almost like a milk dud if you remember those flavors. Our kids take it. Our pets take it. We take it. They also come in these individualized travel packs that we bring when we're on the go, we're getting on a plane, or when you're at the office. They have great delivery systems that all require very little and are always convenient. So check them out. We've worked out a special offer for our audience. Receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to armra.com/skinny or enter skinny to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's armra.com/skinny.
I am all about the last minute holiday card. Seriously, I shoot it like on December 10th and I start getting it going like December 13th. Okay. And I can do this and get it to my loved ones on time thanks to Minted. Minted is where it's at. If you're looking to send out your holiday card and you want to spread joy, check out minted.com. Minted has unmatched paper quality, which is why I love it so much, and customizable options that allow you to up-level your holiday cards and make a statement. So what I like to do too to my holiday card is I like to add luxurious hand-pressed foil accents or make an impression with their letterpress designs. The best part though to me about Minted is their free recipient addressing. Okay, this is amazing. Minted's free recipient addressing service makes sending cards incredibly easy. I cannot even imagine what our parents used to have to do without Minted. All I do is I upload my contacts and Minted prints each address on each envelope. And they also do it in a beautiful way when it comes to design, and it's all free. If you're looking for an experience that's high quality, unique, and seamless when it comes to your holiday cards, check them out. Do what I do and bring your traditions to life with independent art and design this holiday season. Use code SKINNY for 20% off Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper. Again, that's code SKINNY for 20% off your Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper. Minted.com.
Quick break to talk about Beekeepers Naturals. What else can I say in a more positive way about Beekeepers Naturals? We recently had Carly, the founder of Beekeepers, on this podcast and did an entire episode about everything they're doing at Beekeepers Naturals. Lauren and I love this product line so much. I'm actually sucking on one of their throat lollipops right now. Oh, you can hear it. I don't know. Probably not so great to do in the read, but I love these products. I take them when I travel. I use their propolis throat spray because here's the thing. When I get sick, I'm the biggest baby in the world. I can't stand it. It's that I'm definitely that meme that all the women send around about their husbands. I cannot stand being sick. This is why I love their throat spray. And it's because they use propolis from bees. Propolis is what the bees use to protect their hive from germs. It kills germs on the spot and supports our immune system with over 300 plus essential vitamins, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds. The bees are absolute miracles. They also have a new propolis throat spray that I just upgraded to, which comes with this slippery elm and menthol for rapid cooling relief. It gives you like kind of like this weird minty feeling. And I like it in the winter for some reason. So of course, I always take the regular propolis, but now they have this new one with the slippery elm and menthol. And I like it. It's got like immediate comfort from sore, dry, and scratchy throats, especially as we get into the winter seasons. So check them out today. Beekeepers Naturals is giving our listeners exclusive early access to their Black Friday sale. Go to beekeepersnaturals.com/skinny or enter code SKINNY to get 30% off site-wide. That's beekeepersnaturals.com/skinny or enter code SKINNY. This is their biggest sale of the year. Their best sellers always sell out. Once the Black Friday sales opens up to the public, take advantage of our code and shop the sale early.
What is it like to be so ahead of the curve where people don't get it? Because I have this problem with a lot of stuff. I get called a lot of different names. Woo-woo is my favorite. But what is it like to be like so ahead that like you almost can't explain it because you can't, it's almost like not in the zeitgeist yet. Does that make sense?
It just comes natural for me, so that's a hard thing to answer.
So when you
it feels great.
when you start to feel people coming around to yak meat that's sustainably raised, it sounds like that's grass fed.
Yeah, grass and alfalfa. That's all they're eating. Nothing else. No medicine. No weird injections. They're just living their life. And you ethically, with a USDA agent, you butcher them. And I think people just see documentaries and weird PETA videos, and they think they're getting their throat slit. I mean, they're dead in 1 second. That's it. It's a quick little like nail, and it's and I do it in a way where the animals are there and they're stress free. So it isn't like unload them, bam. It's like they're chill. They're like, because the stress stays in the food.
And let me tell you something, and this is going to be woo-woo. If the animal has tons of cortisol and it dies, the frequency and the energy stays in the meat, and then people eat it.
It does. They eat the stress and the fear. But if you don't understand that,
I don't.
They don't. They're
you
never
don't
gonna
understand it. You don't
I know.
understand it. I mean, that's
All
so
about
true.
it. Very ethical. So I'm not doing anything unethical. It's all by the books. But the shocker was, you have a vegan cosmetics brand. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. You think little bunnies and dogs should be tortured with fucking lipstick and mascara formulas? That's way different than providing food from pasture to plate. So living in Wyoming, I was educated so much, and it really changed my life. So I didn't plan on any of that, like I said. So then all of a sudden it spiraled from 1 yak to 500 yaks, 70 acres to 1,000. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I want to open up a store in Wyoming. The first ever Jeffree Star Cosmetics store is in downtown Casper, 7,000 square feet. It's called the Jeffree Star Store Makeup and Meat.
That is amazing.
And it's really cool. So
this is why I like long form content, though, because you get the context around how you came to this. So you can go shop some makeup and some meat.
So this is a perfect example. You guys are passing through town. You may be going to a wedding in Montana, and you're like, oh my God, let me check out that Jeffree guy's store. Well, he doesn't give a fuck about lip gloss. You may want to go shop lip scrubs and a fucking eye cream. He can go check out this yak steaks. We have taxidermy on the wall. There's samples of we have the famous yak jerky.
I might pick up one of the moisturizers.
They're amazing. We have a Wyoming winter skincare line now that was inspired by living there and my skin becoming drier and creating a whole line for people that are dry as fuck.
How do you like your yak? Because I make a bowl. I make a bowl of meat every day. It's changed my life. I'm gonna switch to yak. But how do you eat your yak?
So yak it's so lean. You have to cook it on low heat and cook it slow.
Okay.
And a lot
a little salt and pepper or no?
Yeah, or seasoning. It's however you want it. Now, anyone that's listening at home and you're not visually looking at us right now, the number one question is it gamey? No, it's the opposite. It's sweeter than beef. It's not like elk. It's not like venison. It's not like bison. It is a sweeter, healthier beef, and it tastes so yummy.
And explain for people who don't know all of the benefits that come with it besides like the amino acids and the creatine. What are the things that you notice?
I feel like your digestive system is way better.
Yeah.
I don't know how these people eat crap all day. It's fake food, and then your body starts getting used to it, and it's just your skin, everything just to me is just, you can tell when someone's not eating right.
Also, I think a lot of people right now, from what I'm learning from this show, are on GLP-1s.
I can't breathe.
We'll get into that.
Oh, boy.
A lot of people are on GLP-1s, and I think if you're going to be on a GLP-1, you better be eating your yak and your protein.
They're not. They don't care. It's the girls that get lipo, and they're back to eating McDonald's.
Really? You don't think anyone's on a GLP-1 wanting a bowl of yak?
5%.
Okay. All right.
Let me ask you this, switching gears a little bit, because while I do love the yak meat discussion, I gotta keep it moving.
You want to talk about dick? That's easy.
We'll get to that. Hey, take it. Hey,
he's already
take it
learning.
easy back there, Taylor.
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably watching Pornhub as we speak.
I imagine
you have to put in your age, so he probably isn't.
Oh.
It's shut down. It's getting banned in other countries and other states. I mean, Arizona, you can't log in anymore.
Same with Texas.
I have friends who are in that industry, and I've been offered to be in that industry, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. I better decide soon before I get too old and I'm unfuckable. So I better be soon.
Maybe you do like a one and done, like a starlet, like make it like a movie theater premiere opening.
A Bonnie Blue gang fuck, yeah.
All coming out. What's it called?
A lot of women are very upset about Bonnie Blue and how she let 1,000 guys fuck her, and I'm like, I'm just jealous.
I think everyone's
I was like,
upset about
why did I think of that? Oh my God, I saw the trailer on her Twitter, and it was.
Taylor was in line.
Where's your mic? Yeah, probably better.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what were we going to interject? You want to stop yakking?
Let me get back on. Listen, we went down a rabbit hole now. For somebody who's so outspoken, and
oh boy, where's this going?
How do you feel? I think I know how you feel about cancel culture and people feeling afraid to kind of speak their minds, who have built audiences and are scared to lose their businesses or their brands for sharing their true opinions. Because I think you've obviously built such a massive thing, but you've also always been yourself without feeling like tied to one camp or the other. And I think there's value in that.
I think cancel culture has evolved and changed. And I think the internet is still, when you really think about it, it's kind of new, right? Like I was 10th grade, MSN dial-up 56K modem. People don't even know what that we're talking about right now. We're like speaking a different language.
The sound.
So I think the internet evolved really quickly. And for some reason, around 2013, everyone became a pussy. And people it was a very bizarre shift. Like all my crazy wild jokes were now, and I'm like, okay, got it. And people got really, really weird. And I think now we're at a place where people should be held accountable for really awful things, right? I think cancel culture is kind of over. But like we talked about, you're going to glorify and make fun of someone that was murdered on, like, now you're getting the repercussions. So the people that are losing their jobs, Trump is taking away visas if you're tweeting, I'm glad he died. Good. Now you're being held responsible versus, oh, you made a joke when you were 12. We're going to hate you forever. I think people are allowed to grow and change. I think they are. And if you still think someone's a piece of shit or they're still acting like that, then hold them accountable, right? But I think for a while, no one wanted anyone to grow. It was like, we hate you, go away. I never took that as an answer. And I never did anything illegal. And I never did anything that I should be in jail and put away, right? I said some really fucked up stuff when I was younger, and I'm 40 now. And I own it, and I'll always, be apologetic and be embarrassed by those times. But I think I'm the face of like, just do you. You're allowed to rebuild. You're allowed to evolve as a human. And I'm gracious enough I'm grateful that the internet and my audience allowed me to grow versus snuffing me out,
Yeah, I think like what bothered me about in doing this show is you'd meet a lot of people that had platforms.
Yeah.
And what they would say publicly versus privately were two different things. And that stuff drives me nuts.
Same.
Because I'm like, the only reason you're not saying it publicly is because you're scared of the monetary repercussions.
Yes. And
it's inauthentic.
When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, I just organically, like I always do, said how I felt. And I had no idea it was going to be received so great and also so awful. It was such a weird dichotomy of like...
Awful in the way that like people... from me.
Yeah, like some people, because at the end of the day, the people that unfollowed me, I'm
that in that way. Okay.
Yeah, like they saw a 20-second clip. Well, so I got a lot of Charlie Kirk would have hated you. I'm like, because he didn't agree with certain things. Yeah, that's not who he was. So a lot of people were like, I'm unfollowing you because you posted rest in peace. That shows a lot about them. That's really, really sad.
What?
So I lost 120,000 followers, gained 500,000 more. And that wasn't ever my plan. I organically found out about it and was just like really, really shook and disgusted by the whole scenario. So yeah, a lot of people, they saw, I think like, a little tiny clip of him on TikTok or Instagram, and they just thought he was something he completely wasn't. Very like misunderstood.
I get shit for this, but that stat you just shared about losing 100 and gaining 500, I've been saying for years, like for some reason we gave the loudest, angriest, most miserable people the biggest mouthpiece.
Yep.
Right. And like I look at metrics, right, running this business all the time. And I'm like, the analytics are not telling the story that the comments are.
Yes.
Right. It's like, I think most people, and you could just see this by going out into the normal world. You go out to dinner one night, most people aren't like screaming and yelling in people's faces and tearing them down. They're just like normal people trying to do normal things, take care of their families, live happily. But for some reason, the internet has become this microcosm where like for whatever reason, maybe it's algorithms, those voices get a lot more shine or share.
Yes.
And I think we need to move away from that.
Absolutely.
I guess what I'm saying is more positive people can chime in and say, hey, like that's not okay. Or, you know what I mean?
And we can also all have different opinions about things. I also recently spoke up about gender and things like that. And it's like really greatly received. But then a lot of people were like shook. And I'm like, I didn't say anything that wasn't a scientific fact.
What did you say if someone's listening and they don't know?
I think, and I come from an old school era, so it's kind of a tricky thing. Nowadays, we have grown men with beards wearing dresses going into the women's restroom. When I was younger, any normal person that felt like they were born in the wrong body was trying to be passable, and they were really wanting to live their life as a woman. And if you really think psychologically you were born in the wrong body, unfortunately, it's like a mental illness. But people hear illness and they just have a full spiral. So this new age of weirdos and predators trying to pretend they're trans or pretend they're this and harm women and children, that's my issue. So there is this piece of shit named Lily Tino who is pretending to be trans and recently went into the women's restroom at Disneyland. Disneyland's for children. Yes, there's adults that like Disney. We know that. And the camera's rolling. I'm sorry, there's a 7-year-old that just walked behind you. Why the fuck are you in a little training bra and lipstick, clearly with a man's voice, in the women's restroom filming? Rage bait, attention. These things did not exist 10 years ago. So people love to misconstrue what I said, and that's really what I meant. And I think that we should be protecting women and children at all costs these days with so many weirdos out there on the internet.
Listen, there might be some people that don't have any ill will or any harm, but like, I just like, why create the environment where there is the possibility of like, so say 100 people would never do anything wrong, but there's the one that will.
That's the
why
problem.
create the environment where that one that will has an easier time to do that, right? Like that's really the I think the thing that a lot of parents are nervous about. Most people you meet, again, like they don't have ill intention. They're just trying to live their life in the way that they do.
So here's to me, this is a normal question, but it might be received as racy to some. Netflix recently is being canceled by Elon. Do you want your 5-year-old watching a show that is going to confuse her about gender?
I
don't want my 5-year-old having to think about that calculus at 5.
Thank you.
I don't want it. I just want my 5-year-old to play outside and be pure.
Should a 5-year-old worried about gender? Why are we putting in cartoons trans flags and all this stuff that and that's my personal opinion. I don't agree with it. I think it's too young. I don't agree with 8-year-olds wearing makeup either.
Listen,
I'm one of the biggest indie beauty brands on the planet, and I don't think little girls should be glorified to look older. That's disgusting. What the fuck is going on?
It's not for me as a parent.
No, but I mean, listen, we have
if people want to do that, you do it. But like for me, it's not for me.
No, I don't feel weird dancing around it. I mean, we have young children, and any parent that has young children, if you just watch them in normal, like they just want to be kids.
Rugrats never did this.
Yeah,
all these shows we used to watch growing up, it was never like that. I mean, maybe there was adult jokes that we didn't fully understand, but it was never sexualized and weird. And like, why does a 5-year-old watching a Netflix cartoon show need to know about that right now? Why? And then let's just really take it there.
Let's take it there.
Why are we encouraging our kids to be a different gender and feed them false information when they're so young? So this is what I said recently that people really understood. When I grew up and I started looking different, right? My mother encouraged me to just be myself. When I started wearing makeup and being more feminine and wanting to do certain things, it wasn't, oh my God, Jeffree needs, what do they call it now? Gender affirming care. I'm done. She let me be myself. She didn't push me to be anything. Just like when you're a tomboy, did your mom try to, get you a surgery to be a, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Did she cut your tits off because at 13? No. So nowadays, it's all these fucking weirdos telling their kids, "Oh my God, you like a Barbie? You're a woman." No, that's just a little boy experimenting, not knowing what the fuck he's doing.
So why do you think that there's people out there trying to do that to their kids?
I don't know. And I feel uneducated in that aspect because I am not a parent, right? And I don't fully grasp why. Why can't kids just be themselves and then figure it out when they're a little older to really make real decisions? Why are we, at 12, my daughter thinks she's a boy. We're doing surgery, we're doing steroids, we're doing testosterone, I just think, and then their bodies are so not even developed yet. You're fucking with all the chemicals. And I just think we're gone down a bad path. And kids should allow just to be themselves and express themselves and then figure it out later. You're a tomboy, so you want to be a man?
Yeah,
you're just not girly.
Extreme.
But we come from a similar generation. Like when I was growing up, and if you go through a bout of feeling down or you feel a little depressed, you feel a little angry, like basically my parents were like, okay, you got to work through that and feel that emotion and it will help you get to the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you looking at over there, Haas?
What are you doing over there?
Oh, you
Can
weren't
you
looking,
get your head in the
you weren't
game
looking
here?
at my ass pictures on Instagram? I got some good ones too, huh?
But anyways, the back to
Bright
the
red.
back to the like kind of like the like there was a lot less coddling. I feel like it was like, hey, you're
Yes.
sad, you're upset, you're angry. Like we're gonna work through it. We'll help you work through it. But like that's an emotion that
Yes.
people feel in life. Unfortunately, you got to get through it. Now it's like, hey, you feel that way. Let's alter your entire reality and coddle to you and make it so that you never feel any kind of pain or discomfort. We can't do that.
It's bizarre. Let people experience life. Let them fall off the bike and get back up. That's
What's
the short version.
biggest misconception about you?
That I'm not a man. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, is that really a misconception?
No,
Okay.
it's really not.
What's
I mean, random
what's
people would
something
try
that, like,
it, but
random
no.
people on the internet don't get about you? That it's not translating, and it's frustrating.
What do
to
you think? That's all. Let me think about this for a second.
Yeah, what's
I know
something
we're
that,
recording,
like,
but
no, we can like.
but someone that's
edit it.
known me for over 10 years, what is the misconception?
Yeah, what's something that
That I'm
like
just some
people,
dumb
it
faggot?
doesn't-
I
I
can
don't
say
think
it. Y'all can't. That. And I don't ever post or I don't need validation from my audience that knows that. I love to take care of people. You know, life has blessed me beyond immense. So I love everyone to have the best time. We're on this planet in such a short amount of time. Let's all eat the best food, be in the best hotels, have the best experiences, laugh and enjoy, you know, go to trips and like, okay, the business is over. Let's rent a yacht for 5 hours. Let's go have a fucking cool meal. Let's go sightsee. Let's go have fun and enjoy all of this before it's gone.
I know that you're big and quiet about giving back. How do you give back, and what would surprise people about that?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Charity, what do you do like for community? Like I
in,
know that
in
you,
Wyoming, I've donated millions, and I've never really said anything about it because I don't want I don't know. I know, but everyone thinks I'm an attention seeker. It's just I don't need the validation of like, look, you guys, I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. Whether someone agrees with me or not is totally okay. But I moved somewhere where I really wanted to invest in the community. Whether it was the Wyoming Food Bank or stuff like that, like I wanted to give back to the community and let them know I'm serious. And I really believed in my town. I believe in Wyoming. I really love the state. I think Wyoming as itself is very misunderstood. I was just FaceTiming with someone that I'm sleeping with, and they called Wyoming the serial killer state because it's the least populated. And I'm like, huh, like what a random thing. But you know, you see, I know. But then, you know, there's just movies like, oh God, what is the fucking, what is the movie in Wyoming they're making a part two? Wind River. So people they just see it as like really desolate and random murders and things happening, but
That's a great movie.
it's such a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, on a
Is that-
reservation.
yeah.
It's really dark. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's like #1 on Netflix right now. But I think people don't know that I have a big heart. I think they think I'm very superficial. Hi, but I like style. I like.
I don't feel that from you. I feel like you're very multifaceted, like an onion, and you're going to get all different kinds of layers.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you, I don't feel like that at
Yeah.
all. Who are the celebrities that are sliding into your DMs? And if you can't tell me who, you got to like, are they out of control?
In like I want to collab and hang out with you way, like beautiful people like Sexy Red. I just talked to her 2 days ago for the very first time. She followed me on Instagram. I know what you're getting at.
I'm talking about collab in a different way.
I don't ever kiss and tell.
This is
I don't want
this
you to
is a
kiss and
media
tell.
pro. Just,
Let
that
me
was a
ask-
slide. That was a slide.
I guess I'll ask a different.
You like that? Yeah, like literally Sexy Red, the fucking rapper. I'm obsessed with her.
But
She
like,
followed me on Instagram 2 days ago, and we're gonna do a little TikTok this weekend. And I'm like, oh my God, I love her music. I'm obsessed with her. She couldn't believe I knew who she was, and I couldn't believe she knew who the fuck I was. It was really cute.
Let me ask
You're
the
talking about all the
question a
horse
different
cocks
way.
I'm
I'm
sucking
talking
on.
about like.
I know you want all the rappers that are all in the DL.
Are
All of
there
them
a lot of people that I'll ask it a different way? Are there a lot of people that would shock the audience that are sliding into your DMs?
I don't think anymore because I've talked about it for a couple of years now.
But you don't kiss and tell.
No, like NFL. Like I was at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. How the fuck do you think I got there? You know what I mean? Like hello.
Huh.
So I love athletes are fun and hung.
The best one is the basketball, baseball, or football.
Oh gosh, basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
That's tall.
Mm.
Tall, like a 6'8" situation.
Mhm. Yeah.
You would never go for like a 5'5".
5'5".
No,
What am I gonna do? Floss? What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Oh no. Oh no. I'm not, it's not a turn on. I'm not kidding. Below, if you're hung, maybe 5'11".
If you don't invite me to your pink barn
Like-
to keep interviewing you, I'm going to be really offended.
5'11" is like the worst case scenario.
Oh, Michael, you just made
I'm
the
just shy. No,
He's
just shy.
5'11" with a boot.
Yeah.
But I love masculinity. Here's a problem with society. We've set up society to shame and ridicule straight men. And I hate the term straight. You're allowed to mainly, here's my take on it. Let's take away the word straight. 5% of the population that are men like women only. 5%.
Wow.
95% of men will fuck anybody.
Wait, how do you pull? Where's this stat from? Wait, like, where's this?
His own. I know what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
I'm not gonna
No,
say
Michael,
you're wrong, but I want to
Michael,
just
this
know.
is
Let me
Like,
just tell you this.
do we have a
He's
study
giving
or
you-
something?
Yeah, he's
I am
study.
the study.
He's the study,
Oh, you're
Michael.
the study.
I
Okay.
am the Harvard study.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
As a very feminine man who has never pretended to be anything but what I was born,
Mhm.
I do look a certain way, which that also upset people when I was talking about Charlie and trans and all this. Like I'm a dude. I'm a guy. Do I look very feminine? Yes. I love hair and nails and makeup. I don't know. It's just built in me to like fashion.
You can imagine where the calculus of a lot of this gets confusing.
Yes. So
Yeah.
society has let everyone know that men have to be macho and men. So if they have sex with a male or anyone that's feminine that has a penis, they're now demasculated in their freak show. It's very bizarre. So unfortunately, the DL term is very real. A lot of guys want to hook up on the DL because the world will judge them. There's been dudes that have been in love with me, that have cried and like literally wanted to kill themselves because they're in love with me, but their parents will disown them, and that means more than me. I have had grown men literally like it's really sad.
Is that interesting and sad and weird to see the process of someone who falls in love with you and then they have to come to terms with the fact that they can never let anyone know because there's too much shame?
It's so awful. It's really heartbreaking to watch someone go through that, honestly.
What does that do to you?
Well, I'm the case study. So what
Yeah.
what I was getting at is that from whether I was broke or not, money has nothing to do with it, right? I've traveled the world. I've been to countries where they'll stone you for being gay. Threesome, hey. And no one cares. I was in Africa doing threesomes. They'll kill you there. No one cared.
Hold on. Wait.
Was that such a big statement?
You were no.
I was in Senegal, Africa with the singer Akon,
Okay.
who was my manager. We never slept together.
Okay.
Akon, I love you, brother. He's in the 5%. He loves pussy.
He's in the 5%.
5%. Oh, yeah.
Anyone else we can call out in the 5%? Taylor, are you in the 5%?
Oh,
Okay.
please. Yeah, you are?
No, you can't think so.
Well, now
you can't think
you
so.
said it's sure, and now you're saying you think.
But have you ever been curious to experiment?
Okay.
What does that mean?
I can't.
If none of these cameras were rolling, are you sexually attracted to me?
Maybe. What about
I don't mean that to me.
I don't take it the wrong. Trust me, you can see my phone. Every rapper, every artist you listen to on the radio has been in my mouth. But what I'm getting at is, and I will like to say this, I'm very into health. Okay, I've never had an STD. I'm very into health. So if a random dude on Instagram wants to fuck, go get tested, or I'll pay for it, and then we'll talk.
so you won't do anything until you see test results.
Yes.
The holidays are here. Everyone's going to be cooking at home, hopefully with family and friends. But are we making sure that we're not cooking on toxic chemical cooking supplies? This is why Lauren and I have been longtime partners and huge fans of Caraway cookware, because we know when we have Caraway products, we don't have to worry about toxic chemicals. We don't have to worry about plastics and things that are getting into our bodies and harming our health. And it's because we know Caraway cares, and they have a company that's done nothing but solve getting toxic ingredients out of the house. So whether you're getting ready to host a Friendsgiving or family dinner, make sure you're not poisoning the people that you love, and make sure that you're using healthy cleaning supplies. Caraway's non-toxic cookware saves you time, space, and sanity in the kitchen. Whether you're baking sweet treats or roasting a whole turkey, Caraway's got your back for the big day. We love all of their products. They have glass lids made with premium tempered glass for non-toxic cooking with a view. They have a new bar set that's crafted from rust-resistant 304 stainless steel. Each tool delivers high performance, cleaner prep, and longer lasting durability for smoother pours and enhanced flavors. They also have new butcher blocks made of thick premium wooden surfaces crafted with walnut and maple wood. And here's the thing, you can ingest up to 10 grams of plastic a year from eating plastic wrap leftovers in meals, and over 70% of cooking and baking pans sold in America are coated with PTFEs. Microwaving plastic for 3 minutes can also release over 4 million microplastics. You don't want to do any of this, and you don't have to worry about doing any of it with Caraway. The holidays are closer than ever, so get their gift or yours in time. Visit carawayhome.com/skinnypod to take advantage of this limited time offer for up to 20% off your next purchase. Again, that's carawayhome.com/skinnypod to get new kitchenware before the holidays. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
As a Kendra Scott partner, I am sharing with you how I make this holiday season special. I have a great gift for everyone to check out if you want to make your season sparkle, and that is what I am wearing around my neck right now. It's this little gold cross. It's so chic, it's so simple, it's so beautiful. You can stack it with whatever you want, and it is by Kendra Scott. If you're looking for a tennis bracelet or a tennis necklace, they have you covered, and it's a really great way to make the season bright. Kendra Scott is your destination for holiday gifting with presents for everyone on your list. For over 20 years, Kendra Scott has been making beautiful accents for your everyday. I'll be wearing my holiday cross throughout the whole season. I'll show you guys it on Instagram story. It's so pretty. It's just very effortless and classic. The Kendra Scott holiday collection is full of beautiful pieces across fashion, demi-fine, and fine jewelry that are ready to shop. And this is fun. You can also design your very own custom jewelry piece through their color bar. This is both in stores and online. You make the season special, and this brand is warm, inviting, friendly, and also nostalgic. It's a great one to shop at. You can't go wrong. So many beautiful pieces. Visit kendrascott.com/gifts to start shopping. That's kendrascott.com/gifts.
Now you can have fun and relax without any of the regrets with Willie's THC-infused social tonic. Whether you're unwinding after a long day, socializing without alcohol, or getting creative, Willie's Remedy makes it all possible. Because now there's finally an alcohol alternative that actually works with an uplifting, euphoric buzz you can really feel without any of the negative side effects. There is nothing worse than the negative side effects from alcohol, and with Willie's Remedy, you never have to worry about that. But here's the other problem. A lot of non-alcoholic alternatives promise a great feeling but don't deliver on the buzz. With Willie's, you'll feel relaxed and euphoric in only 15-ish minutes or so, and it'll just help you take that edge off. It helps you relax, and it's especially great for those who want to avoid those hangovers, which of course is me, nothing worse. So if you've been thinking about replacing alcohol on the weekdays or even weekends, or you're looking for something as an alternative to that weekend wind down, Willie's Remedy has you covered. Willie's is a premium THC-infused social tonic crafted by the legendary Willie Nelson, inspired by Willie's way of living where peace flows freely and hangovers are a thing of the past. Willie's social tonics come in 5 milligrams and 10 milligram doses and taste delicious with a subtle tropical citrus flavor that you can enjoy as a shot, sipped over ice, or mixed into your favorite mocktail. It's a unique blend of THC, CBD, CBG, and L-theanine, which delivers a feeling of calm, clarity, and euphoria. One shot of Willie's helps you relax, unwind, and de-stress. And Willie's sold out 3 times in the first 6 months with over 50,000 plus happy customers, and they just restocked. Willie's ships directly to your doorstep in 40 plus states. Order now at drinkwillies.com and use code SKINNY for 20% off your first order, plus free shipping on orders over $95, and enjoy life in the high country.
This episode is brought to you by The Skinny Confidential. Okay, we just launched a new colorway. So now you can tape your mouth shut at night with our navy and our white mouth tape. It is so chic. I actually have the box next to me right now. These tins are so major. I love, love, love taping my mouth shut every single night because it encourages nasal breathing, which is so good for you. It instantly relaxes your nervous system. And I also noticed that it supports my tongue posture, which makes my jawline stronger. I have had the best experience mouth taping. I wouldn't dare go to sleep without my mouth tape. And now I can do it in the chicest way. You definitely also want the navy tin. It's so cute. This is a limited colorway, so definitely go shop it now. You can go to shopskinnyconfidential.com to get the best sleep of your life. That's shopskinnyconfidential.com. Well, can I go back to the threesome in Africa? So
that statement. Akon played in front of 500,000 people in Senegal, and he took me to Africa with his entire team. And
I
they're
don't need
like,
the note cards anymore.
and they're like, don't do anything with guys in public. It's illegal. And I'm like, what do you mean? Whatever. And I'm like, 50-inch pink hair, full tattoos. No one judged me. Everyone was really, really cool. And in the hotel, I did have a lot of fun with people. Yeah.
Can you manage more than 3?
Yes.
Like, how many is manageable?
5.
5. But after 5, it's like, you're done.
Then you better be joining her some other girl.
Yeah. Do
Not you specifically.
Do girls stand a chance
What do you mean by that?
with you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like everything.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's another misconception. I am not gay. I am just open and very me.
I
So,
love that
yeah.
though. It's like just
I don't
doing
like the term. I mean, people. There's obviously a lot of gay people out there that only like a certain thing. That's great. LGB is it. Q and T, get off the alphabet, sweetie. You should be in your own category. Okay? Let me break it down for you straights. Lesbian, gay, and bi. Is that not a sexuality?
That's a sexuality, yes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
What you think your identity is has nothing to do with what you're sexually attracted to. So why is T and Q on LGB? And then fuck that means. LGB, gay, lesbian, and bi, that is your preference of who you are attracted to and what you like. Your identity issues and who you think you are is so separate. I don't agree that they should be together.
That's interesting.
I think it should be its own thing. Is everyone straight here?
Do you think all of that being lumped in together causes a disservice to all of the messaging and all the
because
causes?
because those yes, and I vocalized this after I went on Pierce Morgan and Twitter got it. They were like yes, and so many straight people were like, "Thank you for fucking saying this. I was afraid of being canceled for ever saying that." Why is that it's an opinion.
Well, Michael actually
It's not
has
a negative.
I want you to give your take on this because you have something interesting.
No, I don't have. Well, I don't know if I have something interesting. I just think it's really confusing to people to change the goalposts and the rules every 6 months or a year
and
or
you're
2 years.
and all of y'all are expecting all the terms.
Listen, I was terrible in school. I need a fucking study
Hi.
book to figure all this stuff out all the time. When we were doing the prep, I'm like, what do you even say and do? Because you don't want to offend somebody. You want to be nice to people. I think everybody wants to be respectful.
Everyone wants to get it right.
So the statistics from the government, not my own brain, is that during the pandemic, a lot of this behavior started. A lot of identity crises, people not knowing who the fuck they are, or being influenced by TV, TikTok, who knows what. And now the spike is really different and people are coming back to earth.
Is it because everyone was locked indoors?
Well, I think it took a few people, maybe yourself included, standing up and just being like, listen, this is getting to be absurd.
Yes,
and it's
bizarre.
unfair to take the majority of the population and obligate them to fully change how humans have thought for thousands of years. Again, nobody's
It
trying to be
started when the
rude.
first person, and we as a society, let them, I'm they. Okay, and what the fuck does that mean? You don't 5 years ago, we would not be able to have this discussion. That everyone would have a meltdown. But why? You're a they and a them. Okay. Got it.
So what you're saying is
But
there
here's the
needs
absurdity.
to be more context
The
around
the
it.
absurdity is
What
that
are you saying?
You can only be a
Lauren, let's be
man,
honest.
a woman, or trans.
The absurdity is that dopes like us would sit there and be like, yes, I understand. I have no fucking idea. I was sitting there just nodding my head saying,
That part.
Okay.
And then all of you in this room are expected to know every label of some. I'm a bird now. No, you're a fucking female. Shut up.
So when you say this, what's the pushback that you get?
It was like, I don't know. It was just very bizarre. But most people got it, and they were happy that someone who is a male that just does whatever the fuck they want and does look feminine is saying it. A lot of the straight community were very afraid to tiptoe around that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
no
I
one
don't
knows what to say.
Yes.
You know what it reminded me of? You know that game Operation where you like try to pull the little bones?
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, you're like going in, and if you say, like, you get like, bzzz, like, don't spell.
Yeah,
it's like cancel,
literally.
get out, shut the show down. Like, you know, we don't know. We don't know.
They tried to complicate everything and expect the world to agree and play into the fuckery.
I want to
did.
know what you're like at home on your day off with the yaks.
Boring as fuck.
So yeah, are you like no makeup, like cash? Like what are you like?
My issue is I work a lot. So, we quit YouTube, we stream, and we use TikTok as a very big vessel now. I am one of the biggest streamers on TikTok in America. I have one of the biggest, if not one of the biggest teams of the whole app.
What does that mean when you say I don't like so you have a team running your
No. My team meaning my audience.
Got it,
my customers.
Okay,
yeah.
so what is it?
The Star fam, baby.
Is it just going live? What do you mean by stream? Is that what that means?
Yes. So you click the live button.
Okay.
And TikTok has evolved very quickly. They're geniuses. So you can go live and do anything. So a lot of streamers, unfortunately, they do one thing. They sit behind a backdrop and they hang out, and there's something called battling where you can battle another creator and your audience throws gifts that are equal money, and whoever has the most points, which is money, you win.
Huh.
Whether you win or lose, you still get the other, the money. But it's like battling is this really big TikTok thing.
Got it.
I do that sometimes and it's fun. Let's say I'm bored in Wyoming and there's a snowstorm. Clicking that button, I could banter and see. That's the thing is I'm good at like turning up the character. Like you're meeting me.
We noticed.
Right? You're meeting me and this is who I am all day. But when you're bantering and someone comes on the screen, the comedic Jeffree comes out and I'm fucking vicious. And they love it.
But you aren't, to me, you're not mean.
No, but I can be to like idiots.
Okay.
Like not normal, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I feel like there's a warmth about you.
Yes.
Like, I think that you should do you have a podcast?
No, I've been offered one. We've talked about it.
I think you
It's
should
hard
do a
to balance
podcast
it
called
all.
Yakking with Jeffree.
I want to be the new love line.
Yes. Like, you know what? I think that
I want to take calls and give advice right now. You want to do anal better? Click let me go. Let's talk about it.
How do you do anal if someone's listening and wants to do it better?
Oh God. Right now?
Yeah.
See? Are you married?
No.
Exactly. So what I get from girls is he just tried to put it in. Motherfucker, you have to ease it in, eat the ass. You said, what are you talking about? You just tried to stuck it in.
Yeah, you can't just stick it in.
What dude thinks that's normal? That's like
They're
not.
so,
It's
like,
so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's so weird.
He just tried to shove it in. A lot of my girlfriends say that, and I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Send him over to my house for a night. I'll give him a class. But when I'm having a day off and I don't live stream, I like to be grounded, which may sound very strange in this last hour. To sit in the middle of an open pasture, feet on the ground, no shoes. We're not supposed to really be wearing shoes. Our feet are not supposed to be crammed in. We're not supposed to be wearing rubber. They've killed all spirituality on this whole planet. Hi, want to go there?
Please.
Feet on the ground.
Agreed.
Hi, that was the real term.
Feet on the ground, grounding earth.
The government has done everything to unground us. They've poisoned the water, poisoned all the food,
Daylight
made
savings.
everyone dumb. What? Why aren't we? I'm sun gazing at the crack of dawn. Sorry
They
that
just
y'all
said
aren't.
this new administration said they're gonna get rid of daylight savings.
I hope.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is
In Wyoming,
really.
it's all of a sudden dark at 4 p.m. next month. Can't wait. Ugh. They want you depressed, indoors, dark, blackout. No. Mm-mm.
So you like to ground, and there's a spiritual side of you that
There
people are
is.
missing
I
when
don't
you're
sh-
online.
Yeah.
I find that interesting, and it makes so much sense because I think you have to be such a high performer and so on, and everything is so optimized and you're so intense.
Yep.
It doesn't surprise me that the other side of that is a completely different situation.
Yep. Just to be in a pasture and hang out and just sit there and let the wind blow and the sun on my face and just hang out with my animals and just put out a blanket and the yaks and they just sit next to me and we just all hang out and reading a book. People don't read anymore. It's so sad. Everyone on their Kindles. I like to read a real fucking book with pages that I can turn.
What's
I
your
don't
favorite
want-
books that
yeah.
you've read? What's Jeffree approved?
I'm really, unfortunately, into the really fucked up memoirs. Like like people that have survived like the craziest drug addictions. Like what's that one? A Million Pieces.
I love that book.
Yeah, whether that was maybe came out that a little bit of it was false, it's a book, right?
Yeah.
But like I love people that overcome triumph and addiction and eating disorders and all that type of stuff. I found it very fascinating when I was younger because my family could never really escape the addiction, and I was just like I always wanted to fix everybody, but I was so young and didn't understand it at the time,
So it's almost like therapeutic to probably read it.
Yeah, but I also love fiction. Like I really do love Stephen King. I love horror. I love that type of stuff. I like reading, things that have really like depth to it.
Would you ever be monogamous and be
What's that mean?
like just one person? Like, would you
Be
ever
with
be
be with just one person?
just one for the rest of your life?
That's an option?
I don't know. I actually have no sort of like take on that. I'm just saying for you.
Here's my answer. I haven't met the person to make me feel like that.
Okay, so
I've been in love once.
okay.
Was monogamous, had a beautiful relationship, but currently with this state. So when I was in my 5-year, I almost call it like a marriage. When we broke up, which was about, oh my gosh, like 6 years now, right? I've still never been on a dating app. I've never downloaded an app, whether it's straight or gay. I know what Grindr is. I know what Bumble is. I know what all these things are. You can literally look on my phone. I have never been on those
Well,
apps.
you have DMs.
But people still go on dating apps. They like to see what's on there. I've never been on one. So when my serious relationship where I was in love ended, the dating world was so different. And now it's, oh girl, it's dark.
Why is it dark?
I think that 99% of people cheat and they have this now. So the old days, couples would fight and have conversations or like move on. Like now it's like, oh, I'm going to go get my fix and here's 10 women that want to fuck me while my wife's mad at me. Whether it's sending a picture or sending a text, all of it's cheating. You don't have to have sexual intercourse to cheat. You're sending a
Agreed.
dick picture. You're cheating.
Agreed.
You're entertaining someone else's feelings. You're cheating.
And also like work on the dick picture too. If you're going to send a dick picture.
I got great ones from guys. I only get the best. I don't get bad ones.
What's the trick to a great dick pic?
I don't know.
Why do you need to know?
I'm just wondering. Like,
She's a female. She can be curious.
yeah, I would like you to like. I could get a dick pic at work from you. Like, put some good light on it.
I feel like you got to get the angle right.
Oh, see, you know.
Well,
But if you're married and she already knows how big it is, you don't need the angle.
But I mean, like when you're taking a picture, like you don't want to. There's a lot of wrong ways.
Well, I don't want to see it all limp in the shower.
I don't. Sometimes I don't mind a limp moment if it's like a cute candid. But yeah. Like, hey,
There's so many social clips from this podcast. I don't even know what to say.
You know what? It's just
I've taken a lot of risque pictures that no one's ever seen.
Oh.
Like
You're
huge cocks in my mouth in private jets, and the pilot takes the picture, like all that type of
the
stuff.
pilot takes the picture.
Yeah.
Who's flying the plane?
Well, there's two.
There's
flight,
a co-pilot. Yeah. It's like, hold on, Bill. I got to
If
get
I
back
get your
there.
permission later, I'll show her a couple.
Okay.
I would love to see one.
You have my permission.
I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a dick connoisseur. Oh my God. Same. Yeah. So, 5% of the world's straight.
I've learned a lot on this show.
Before you go, what's something that you want the audience to know? It could be about your business, about you, about your TikTok. Give us something that you just want everyone to know.
I want people, and this isn't even about me right now, I want people to be more kind to themselves. From being online for so long, there's so many people who don't like themselves or really insecure. A lot of my number one question is, how do you get confidence? And I don't know how to answer that. I just woke up one day and didn't give a fuck in high school. My brain just, like I said, it just clicked and I never looked back. So I wish people would be less harsh on themselves. I wish they would not care what a stranger thought about them. I don't know how we got to a point in society where a stranger saying you're ugly validates anything. It's just a very bizarre world we live in.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. This episode had a lot of range. In fact,
yeah,
I'm going to vote that this episode had maybe the most range
ever.
ever.
I love that.
We did, like, it is going to be a challenge titling this one and coming up with the description of the episode.
But I feel like it went everywhere. It was warm.
Maybe I'll
it was
call
fun.
it Colorado Campfire with Jeffree Star.
No one knows what that means
I
except
know.
my audience. I'll give you it.
Everyone already follows you, but where can everyone find you, shop your products? Can we do a giveaway? Can we do a code? We didn't even ask, but is that okay?
Yeah, I would love to do a code. It would be my honor. JeffreeStarCosmetics.com is the main driver. TikTok shop is always open on my page.
Can we buy the meat too?
Yes, you can.
It's on the shop.
So on TikTok, you can buy the jerky and the snack sticks.
Okay.
If you want frozen meat. And when you guys are settled in Texas, let someone know and I'll send you guys a big
I've never had yak. I
dry
wanna try it.
ice like package of like steaks and brats
Thank you.
and burger.
That's very nice.
And I'll give you guys a couple things to make. You can make anything with yak. I mean, the burger is so great. You can do meatballs. You can do obviously hamburgers.
What does it taste like compared to like beef steak?
He told you it's
Yeah,
not
it's more
gamey.
sweeter.
More sweet,
yeah, it's
sweeter.
more
Okay.
sweeter,
But not
really
gamey.
healthy. Not gamey at all. And I haven't even mentioned this yet. I'm in 7 restaurants in Wyoming.
Wow.
that cool? So you can get the famous Jeffree Star Yak Burger at the Branding Iron. Anyone passing through Wyoming, you can get, there's a place called Tacos Mexico from San Diego. They moved to Wyoming 25 years ago with all their famous recipes. You can do the yak birria, you can do the tacos, you can do the quesadilla with the yak meat. So there's a lot of cool places in town. So when I do events and meet and greets in Casper, people from all over come, and it's really beautiful for the economy. All the restaurants are filled. I've done videos at all the restaurants showing off the food and giving everyone their flowers. And it's just so fun out there. I love it.
I cannot wait to arrive home to Jeffree's brats.
Yeah, Jeffree's meat.
Okay, so where can we use code SKINNY? We can use code SKINNY for 20% off. Go shop all the things. What is the number one makeup that they should try? What if they can pick one?
Ooh, if you're really into makeup, the velour liquid lipsticks is what I built this entire brand off of.
Okay.
My famous lip scrubs are really great.
Okay.
But we also have so many new things, and I just can't wait for everyone to experience it. So whether you love skincare or color cosmetics, we have it all. So if you go to jeffreestarcosmetics.com, when you're checking out, use code SKINNY and you will get 20% off.